If there's friction in any of your processes, it's creating a bad customer or employee experience and costing your team millions in effort, training, and lost revenue every year. The real problem, though, is that it's incredibly difficult for any organization to actually prioritize and execute on any solutions to those problems. Now, think about that. Your organization likely has hundreds, probably thousands of processes that are in need of improvement today. But with each one vying for the attention of your IT team, getting to the top of the heap is nearly impossible. Only the teams with the biggest budget or the most compelling business case can actually get on the calendar for improvements this year. But it doesn't have to be like that. Today, I'm going to introduce you to FormHero and show you how our platform is empowering both central IT teams and lines of business to do two really important things. Number one, create digital solutions that reduce friction. And number two, do so in a way that's actually complementary to their legacy processes and their technology. And now for the fun part. Let's actually work through a real world use case so you can see how easily we can make some of these changes. Now, obviously, I can't show you everything, but I can show you some common areas of friction. So friction may be a green screen terminal that's a nightmare to work with. It may be a process that your employees use so infrequently that they're just bad at it. Or it may be, as it often is in large organizations, a paper form. Paper forms can be great to collect the information that you need to run your process, but they're full of friction for your clients, leading to them being stressed and providing inaccurate information that you're going to have to service later on. But with FormHero, I've taken that same process and mapped it out here in FormHero Studio. As an SME, I understand what the flow of questions are. I know what questions need validation, and I know where users typically get tripped up. So without having to involve an IT team, I'm able to rearrange fields, moving a first name, or add the logic that's required so that users only see a personal journey for themselves. For example, when they're asked if they have a secondary beneficiary and they say no, we just go down a different path and don't present them that question. No more trying to understand if this section is relevant to me in my state or with my marital status. I'm just asked a conversation style questions, and I provide the information that as I best understand it. The system takes over from there. And for my business, I need it today returned to me in my existing PDF. I don't want to have to retrain my staff, and I don't have the budget to do OCR or consume this digitally yet. But luckily, we can import that template and simply map the information that our customers are providing so that it comes back to us as data that we can use. So want to see what that looks like? This is the same process. And this time I can go through and answer any of the questions. And the end result is going to be that I, as a user, am seeing that paper form completed and filled out just the way I would have if I was trying to do it at home or with an advisor. But that's another level of friction, right? Customers don't have, first of all, they don't have fax machines. At least I don't. They don't want to mail it into you. They want to be able to fill the information like this out on their phone, from their computer, and just know that it's taken care of. But luckily, we can do that as well. This is the same process, but this time it's integrated into one of our existing websites. Now, this is an iterative process. And as you go back and see, we've been making changes to our process, in this demo, before this demo, there's different versions all the way along. And so we've done some upgrades based off user feedback. So now as I go through, I can do it as a new user. And a new user, for example, if I do Greg Palmer, we know that Greg is, we're a little uncertain about him. So when we type that in, Greg from Finovate, we have a new question. This is that who you are? And in this case, yes, it is. So for Greg from Finovate, we're going to get to the next screen, if we can real quick. There we go. And we're asking Greg to upload an image to verify who he is. But when Art goes through, and I'll just pre-fill myself, as an authenticated user, we already know everything about Art. I can provide my information very quickly. And Art, in this case, Art actually is being asked the same question. But so we're able to adjust it differently. Now, I'm just going to go through this one really quickly so you can see the end result. So we'll put my spouse in here. We'll say Jane's spouse and give her a birth date, revocable at 100%. Now, again, all of these fields are customizable and easy to adjust. But the friction points, as I said, can be anything. It can be the need to do e-consent or an e-signature. It may be that you're ready to get past your PDFs and actually consume the information digitally. All of that is just a configuration. So here's my beneficiary form with my information, with Jane, my spouse. I could connect this up with an e-signature solution. And more importantly, if I really want to create a frictionless experience, let's just put Greg, no, we'll leave myself in there for now. And I get stuck at any point, I can save this session. And when I save a session, I can receive a text message, or I can walk into any of our branches, find an employee and provide them that same reference number so that they can simply open the same experience and resume it on my behalf. You know, if I make changes here and realize that I need to use my full legal name of Arthur and save that, the employee is able to go through, securely store this information. One of the key pieces that have allowed us to iterate with so many enterprise clients is that all of the data is stored on their premise. We're an organization that believes in bringing agile digital solution capabilities to clients, but that all of our clients, they respect and need their data to live with them. It's the core of their business. And so all of this, this innovation, all of this iteration you're seeing is only storing a business process. The data always belongs to you and it's never trapped or locked in with us as a vendor. And so that's all I can show you for today. But what I can tell you is this type of friction removal, this type of iteration and working with your paper, with your green screens, with your existing APIs and RPA and workflow solutions, it applies across your business to customer-facing process like you saw, to HR and audit processes that you're running internally. We just supported and ran a national COVID vaccine digital solution for the largest pharmacy in our country, where we were able to help them build solutions that were both for customers registering, customers getting on wait lists, for pharmacists providing the injections. You can build things with a fraction of the time and effort as before. I challenge you to bring us a process. We would love to show you what we can do in under a week for any process.